Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Julia. Hope we're all well. Hope we're all having a good bank holiday weekend so far. Hope we're enjoying this. Hope we've got time to relax and enjoy it. Good morning, Nikki. How are you, beautiful? I'm very well, thank you. I had a beautiful weekend away. Good morning, Katie. Hope you're well. I don't normally do bank holiday Mondays, but I'm not going to be doing this Wednesday. This Wednesday, we return the Reuben back to his mother's. So I won't be on live on Wednesday because we'll be traveling. So I thought I'll come on today instead. Good morning, Lynn. It's been a long time since you've been able to join us. Welcome. Bless you. Lois, happy bank holiday Monday to you too. I hope we're all having a good weekend. What have we been up to? What have we been doing? We've had so much fun. It's been a blast. So Friday we went over to our good friends Karen Price and the medium. We went over to her house to stay for the weekend. And when we stay with her, we always do a Glastonbury trip. So beautiful. It's 8 o'clock. So I'll briefly jump up. See you all. Hello. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this Monday morning's card readings. And as you might see, these are different backings to what we are used to. Yes, as I was saying, we did go to Glastonbury on Saturday. And every time I go to Glastonbury, I have cards that just jump out at me. I actually did go there with in mind a set of cards that I would like to join my group, my collection. But we did go to a beautiful Egyptian shop and I saw these cards there. And they had a few different Egyptian themed tarot cards. And bless her, she was so good because she actually had a display deck. So she thought it would be it's really important for you to be able to look at every card. So that was a big tick in my box. It was like, well, I can actually look at every single card, making sure that each card resonates. So I looked at them and I thought, oh, nice. But then I went to look because I wanted to try and find this other deck, which I did find. And I thought that the deck that I wanted to find would be cheaper than this deck, but it found out that that deck was the same price. So then I had a real big dilemma then because I thought, oh, these cards are still in the forefront and they're really speaking to me. So I did go ahead and purchase these cards, and they are the Tarot Nefertari. These are the deck. But then we went into another shop and I found a smaller deck, a pocket size of the Thoth. And these are the ones that Hilary Stanley uses. So I've been seeing some of her pictures and they have been looking at me. So I thought I would like it. And these are pocket size. So they were half the price of a full deck of the standard size deck. So win-win situation. I managed to get the 2 decks. So, yes. Hannah, good morning, sweetheart. Sarah, good morning. I am injured. No, trapped nerve and injured vertebrae in the neck. Oh, ouch. You don't seem to be having a great bank holiday. Sending you healing, sweetheart. Bless you, Sarah. Morning, Shardy. Hope you're well, gorgeous. Anne, I have the pocket size. Yes. So it was good. It was good to have them. So yeah, we're going to be using the Tarot Nefertari deck. So let's see what these cards have in store for us. I love these. They are so beautiful. So I'm glad that they've joined my family of ever-growing tarot. So let's duck down and let's flip these cards over. Right. So we always start, because I love this gypsy spread. So we always start with the middle card, the Hierophant. So your spiritual journey, or it could be something that you keep in tradition, something that you keep going. Teacher, maybe. And I want to say teacher. I want to say that you need to start sharing what you have learnt, what you know. Your knowledge needs to be shared because of this part here that I saw while I was turning the cards. Because how did you get to this knowledge? How did you get to this stage in your life where people are looking up to you? People are seeking guidance for you. And in the past, we've got the world. So in the past, we have this completion. So here we're looking at something that you have completed. And now you're going to take this on a step forward. So many times we can complete something and we don't really know what to do with the outcome. When that thing ends, well, what do we do? And so many of us go and pick up another thing to start. But this is saying that what you've completed is going to be useful. You're going to find great help with this, and you're going to help other people. Other people are going to come to you and they're going to need to know this knowledge. So whether it's a spiritual path, whether it's the tarot in itself, whether you've learnt the tarot, now is your turn to do readings, whether it's a therapy and you've learnt that, and it's not just for yourself now, you're finding actually I can give this to other people. There is something here that you have got that you can give to people, and they need this advice, whether it's a counseling diploma, whether it's a degree in psychiatry, whatever this is, it's going to be useful. It's not going to be one of those things that you're going to put to one side and pick up something else and learn something new. It's a tradition. It's something that's going to continue on going. And that's because right at the present, we've got the beautiful Magician. So you're going to do this because of whatever it was that you completed. You've now got the gifts for. And the Magician is that apprentice as well. So it is about, you've learned this. You've took your time. The world is in your past. So this isn't something that you learnt overnight. This is something that you have took time over growing. Maybe you found yourself through this. Maybe you got your own spiritual journey, finding out your own self through completing this thing and finding out the gifts that you've got. Now, I say about finding yourself because known aspects, the influences that are affecting this situation, we've got the Tower card. So I am saying that something, it could be recent or it could have been to do with the world, something to do in the past, but something turned your world upside down. Something crumbled, something changed, and you felt at that time you were at the bottom. You just felt low. You felt this change was drastic. This change was, whoa, how am I going to come back from that? And this is to show that, hey, whatever that drastic change was, you either felt completion from that change or you started from the bottom and you worked your way up to the top. So something might have gave up. So you might have changed your job. And by changing the job, a door opened for you to complete that course, for you to complete that chapter. Might be a relationship. When somebody walked out on you, you saw that completion. You thought, oh, actually, that is quite drastic that my relationships ended, but it ended a chapter as well. You saw a completion of fulfillment of, well, actually, now that that person's gone, I can see the tools that I've got. I've seen what I've learnt, and that's given me a pathway to teach what I know. So, yeah, this could be a recent tower. This could be a recent change, or it could have been something that took you on your path to build that world up, to build your world. I mean, for me, the way that I look at this tower card was that in the days when I lived on the streets, the days when I was homeless, that was when my spirituality was at its highest. That was when I knew that this isn't for me. This is just my blank canvas. I'm at my lowest. Things are going to change. And I got my completion. I got my world. I learnt through all that stages. And it helped me to get onto my spiritual path in teaching, sharing my knowledge. So the fifth card is the hidden, unknown aspects, things to take into consideration, and it's Temperance. So it's about patience and going with that flow. Don't be the extremist. You see, it's very, very important with this spiritualness. And I like this card because you see that little dude is bowing down to the Hierophant. Now, this could be taken as two ways. It could be taken as he is coming to seek advice, or he is bowing down to somebody more important. And this Temperance card, this Patience card, is make sure that you are on the same level as your peers. Whoever comes in for guidance is no lesser than you. They are as important as you are. So that is where the extremes is. Don't put yourself on a pedestal. There is a lot of people in the spiritual community who are on that pedestal and are speaking that big, I am. You're nothing. Step down. Get off your high horse. So this is just making sure that through this journey, you're keeping it real. Temperance is there to say patience. You're not going to get them coming through those doors overnight. Things are going to take time to build. Give yourself the time for people to find you, for people to come to you for help, for advice. And for advice yourself, to make sure that you are keeping it real, that you've got both feet on the ground and people are coming to you for guidance. They're not coming to kiss your feet. And we've got the Emperor here. So we've got that confidence, but he's also here for advice. So you might find that there is somebody around you who you hold dear because they tell you the truth. They tell you the facts. For me, I've got Hilary Stanley. I love talking to Hilary and discussing what I've got in my mind to her, because I know that she will turn around and go, Dan, what the bloody hell are you talking about? No, why would you do that? So I've got a voice of reason with Hilary, and I've also got it with my husband. You know, he is very earthy, he's very logical. So while I'm quite fluid and very dramatic, he's like, don't worry. So with my husband and with Hilary, I've got this advice. I know the people I can turn to who are going to give me what I need to hear. So look out for that Emperor. Look out for that person who is giving you sound advice. But the Emperor can also represent financial, being comfortable in your finances. Also self-employment. You know, nobody is the Emperor's boss. The Emperor is his own boss. So for you, if this is something that you're thinking, will I ever do this as a career? With the Emperor in the advice section, I would say yes, you will. But be patient with it. Don't start shouting out that you are the thing that people need. Let people relate to your energy and for them to come to you for that. And in the final outcome, we've got justice. So weigh it out. When are you going to be self-employed? Well, when things are balanced, when we've weighed out the positives and the positives outweigh the negatives. We've got to wait for that balance. We've got to bring in temperance and be patient with what we are doing. Take small steps. Small steps will get us there safely than taking giant leaps and ending up in a pitfall. So, yeah, I'm not going to end on justice, but I just want to make sure that I've not just completely jabbered a lot of schmuck. I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. The query here is this teaching, is this sharing, this knowledge that you want people to benefit from. And this is because you've completed this yourself. You've come from a place where you know. Again, with this Tower card gave you the first principles of learning. Something went tits up. Your world turned upside down. You started from scratch and you've become completed through that. You've learnt the gifts. You've become the apprentice. You've done the hard work. You've got the tools to do this. Temperance has come along to say, just make sure that you stay seated. Make sure that you stay true to yourself. Don't let the ego build up in you. And the Emperor is there to keep an eye on you, to let you know when, oh, you're getting a bit above your station there. Just treat your clients as your clients, not your subjects. You know, one of the things that I hate, even to this day, is when I see people who have taught a weekend workshop and they relate to their people as students. I mean, I don't know. I suppose in a way they are. But for me, I just find it very patronizing, very, I don't, when I do workshops, I don't come as a teacher level. We all sit and I learn. I learn so much from when people come to do my workshops because they might have a different connection to crystals. So I would never put myself as a teacher because I am learning myself. So I would never call the people who turn up as students, because I think that's just it. It gives that facilitator that little bit of power, and a little bit of power can be dangerous. So I never do that. People come, people go. They're not. I don't like the word student, but yeah, the time will come when you've got the balance, when you've got the justice. We've got the sword of truth with the justice as well. So when you start speaking your truth, when you start living your truth, be who you are. It's so easy for us to look at how other people are doing things and think, oh, maybe I should do that. No, do not fall in those times of looking how other people are doing it and thinking that they're doing better. Stick true to you, and that's the most important. So let's just see where justice, because justice is a little bit of a cliffhanger. Justice, Temperance, the Fool. I don't like to leave on those cards. If those cards are in the final outcome, it's a little bit like, oh, Hangman. That's another one that's a bit of a cliffhanger. It's, so let's just see. So we do have the High Priestess. We do have the Empress. And we do have the Chariot. So we have the Chariot here. The Journey. So the final outcome, once we've found that balance, once we speaking, living our truth, we're going to go on this. The doors are going to open and we're going to go on this journey. It's going to be amazing. And it's going to be nice because we do have the High Priestess. I think that is Nefertari herself. So within this journey, your intuition is going to play a key part. Or again, like the Emperor, somebody is going to be with you who you are going to look up to for, okay. And as long as you keep looking up to somebody, as long as you've got that person to look up to, you're not going to look down at people. So it's always important to have that person that you can go to for guidance. My crystal teacher is my guidance. I absolutely love my crystal teacher to bits. She is the salt of the earth. And whilst I still look up to her, I know I can never look down at other people because I am looking up as well. She would absolutely hate that, and that'd absolutely terrify her. But we've also got the Empress, which I think is Hathor, which would make sense because Hathor was all feminine energy. She was the goddess of party, the goddess of love, fertility. So it makes sense that Hathor would be in the Empress card. So there is going to be fruitfulness. There is going to be rewarding here. There is the creative card with the Empress. So we've got that creativity spark that's going to help us on our journey. But the road we're going to take is going to be rewarding. It's going to be fertile. We're going to see this grow. This is going to fruition. We're going to reap the rewards of our hard work. So we've got the journey there. So beautiful. A beautiful spread there. A little bit of reality check, I feel. A little bit of, how do we feel on that? So I'm just going to pop back up. Let me know how you guys feel about this spread. Lee, good morning, sweetheart. We're all doing good. Oh, you was Tutankhamun in a past life. That is special. That is beautiful. I do have a strong energy. I mean, I love my ancient Egyptians, Greek mythology, Roman as well, but Greek and Egyptian, I just love. Good morning, Janet. Morning, Anne-Marie. Oh, Dan, resonating immensely this morning. Okay. Sending you gentle healing. Gentle healing. Hey, Charlotte. Hannah, this is resonating with me so much today. My Egyptian guides have joined me. Beautiful. And just, the High Priestess could be your guides as well. The Hierophant could be your guides. I mean, the High Priestess and the Hierophant, they're side by side. Very much like, actually, we have got the two couples here. We've got the Empress and the Emperor. So why we listen to that advice, listen to that advice being given to us, and the rewards are going to be returned. And then we've got the High Priestess with the Hierophant, and they're a couple in the tarot. So while we're feeding our guides, while our guides are there with the Hierophant and those teachings, they are feeding our inner knowledge, our intuition. So bringing that into reflection. I've just realized that looking at that. So, so the question card was the Hierophant, and one of the influencers was the High Priestess. So go with what feels right. And then we've got the Empress and the Emperor. The Emperor is giving the advice out. If we take on that advice, it's going to be fruitful. Please don't feel that you are a know-it-all and, let the advice fall on deaf ears, because people are going to be giving the advice because they've been where you've been and they don't want you to make the mistakes that they made. But sometimes we think that we know better. Anne-Marie, fluid and dramatic, describes us Pisces perfectly, doesn't it? It's brilliant. I love being with a Virgo. I love being with the opposite of my star sign, because on the wheel of the zodiac wheel, Pisces is the opposite to Virgo. So what I need, the Virgo has, and what the Virgo needs, the Piscean has. So it is good to sit back and just watch how we work, how we, as a team, it's hilarious. Sarah, amazing spread and like this new deck. Yes. Normally I would work for a few sessions, but I've just been working with them through the weekend. I've been shuffling them, putting a card, shuffling them, putting a card, and they so resonate with me. So I thought yeah, let's get them on. Let's give the light seers a rest, and let's bring in these. And I do love them. They are so beautiful, so amazing. So yeah, I will be taking them, I think, to my Thursday night tarot lesson. So Angela, only just tuned in, but I'm loving the Egyptian cards. Thank you, sweetheart. Yes, Tarot Nefertari. Is the deck. Anne, the medium at my church last night told me that I am on a journey and should teach others what I know and have learnt. As you know, Dan, I am on my new spiritual journey and learning tarot. Good one, Dan. When are you going to sing? I've not sang, have I? There is nothing here that. Yeah, where is my singing? There's the song is not there today, is it? I think it might be because it's a very truthful spread. I think it's things that people just need to hear, whether the tower has happened to you, whether you've just experienced this drasticness of, my God, this spread, it should hopefully comfort you. But if this is your past and now we've got the future, it's just about keeping grounded, keeping it true, keep it real. Walk like an Egyptian. Yes. I am so slow. I must have the bank holiday brain today where my head is just yes, walk like an Egyptian. That is it. Whatever today throws at you, just walk like an Egyptian. If someone is giving you grief, just walk like an Egyptian. If the boss calls you into the office, walk into that office like an Egyptian. Yeah. If your kids are giving you hassle, if they're throwing themselves on the floor, walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. Do it. I would love to see you all today. Just find that moment in time where you think, Dan, I am going to walk like an Egyptian right now. When you stop at the traffic lights and the green man comes on, do a little walk of an Egyptian. Fit that in today. Today, just find yourself at that moment where you're like, do it, please. We're off to the swimming baths. We're going swimming today. Then we're going to get Ruben's new school shoes. And then we're going to the cinema. So maybe when he's in the shoe shop and he's trying on his new shoes, because they always get you to walk up and down, I might get Ruben to walk like an Egyptian. Swim like an Egyptian. Swim like the Nile crocodile. Yes. Crocodile shoes. Crocodile shoes. There's the singing. Right. I am going to let you all. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that those cards resonated. I hope there's something there that you're thinking of. If not, just walk like an Egyptian. Lee, I can take the tower. I had more bad news at the hospital, but I'm staying positive and I'm going to walk like an Egyptian. That is the way. Love that, Lee. Sending you big healing hugs. Okay. Yeah. Stay positive. Always look on the bright side of life. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow morning at 8. Remember, if you can't heal yourself, how the hell are you going to heal somebody else? Keep it real, stay true to you, and see you tomorrow morning live at 8 for some more cards. Thank you all so much. Love you all. Bye-bye. No, don't start waving. End broadcast, then wave.